There are four words that can change the outcome of your entire case: sedentary, light, medium, heavy. Most people have heard about these words. Almost nobody understands what they actually mean legally, clinically, and vocationally. The gap is what costs people cases every day. Hi, I'm Farah Majid. I'm a certified rehabilitation counselor and a forensic vocational expert. I work with these classifications every single day professionally. Today, I am here to break them down so you know exactly what's at stake for you. When your functional capacity is being evaluated for a disability case, a workers' compensation case, or a vocational assessment, that determination directly impacts what job exists for you in the national economy. Get it right, your limitations are accurately represented. Get it wrong, your entire case is built on a faulty foundation. Let me start with sedentary, the most misunderstood classification. Most people hear sedentary and think, easy, desk job, I'm just going to sit there and work, no problem. But that's not what sedentary means vocationally, clinically, or legally. Sedentary means lifting no more than 10 pounds. But here is the critical part: sedentary requires sitting for approximately 6 hours. Can you sit for 6 hours in an 8 hour day? 6 hours. If your records say you cannot sit for 6 hours, you cannot even perform at a sedentary capacity. Now, if you need to alternate between sitting and standing, that will erode the sedentary capacity even further. If you need to lay down during the day, that is not accounted for at any exertional level. These details matters, and most people have never heard about it until now. And I'm going to tell you that. Let's move on to the next classification: light work. Light work is lifting up to 20 pounds and frequent lifting up to 10 pounds. But here is what most people are missing in this classification: light work requires a good deal of walking and standing all day, which is an 8 hour workday. So, light work is not just about what you can lift, it's also about how long your body can sustain being on your feet. Even if you can lift 20 pounds, if you cannot stand or walk for extended period, you may not be able to perform a full length of light work. So you cannot perform the full length of light work. What happens now? Your universe of jobs becomes even smaller. Now, moving on to the next classification: medium work. Medium work requires you to lifting up to a 50 pounds, the frequent lifting up to a 25 pounds, standing and walking for at least 6 hours. Heavy work. Heavy work requires lifting up to 100 pounds. Very heavy requires lifting even beyond that. But here is why that matters. Even if you know, oh, no way I can do that, the question is not that. The question is, given your documented limitations by your doctor, what is the highest level of work you can still sustain? That is the question. You can do sedentary work. That is a completely different vocational picture from someone who could do light work to medium work. So now imagine the universe. Lower exertional level means smaller universe of jobs. So the more smaller the universe, the stronger the argument that work is not feasible for you. And that is not a technicality. That is the system working exactly as designed. You just need someone who understands it and helps you understand it. So now let me bring this all together: sedentary, light, medium, heavy, very heavy. Not just descriptive words. These are legal, clinical, and vocational classification that carry enormous weight on your case. Your medical documentation needs to speak to these specifically. Now, hear me right. Write it down if you need to. How long can you sit? How long can you stand? How much can you lift? How often? Under what condition? The more specific, the more clearer your vocational picture. This is Farah Majid, a certified vocational counselor, rehabilitation counselor, and a forensic vocational expert, and the owner of Majid Rehab Consulting. Here I am to share this, to tell you exactly what is behind disability concepts and how you can make the system work for you. Share this with someone who needs it today. Follow me for vocational tips. This is for general educational purposes only, not legal advice. Always consult your attorney or your disability consultant for disability purposes. You deserve to know the truth and let the system work for you.